Well, the news of Syria's war continues to make headlines around the globe. 2016 will be remembered for the human suffering that took place in Aleppo as the regime tightened its grip on the country. James Champion reports.
Of those Arab rulers who confronted pro-democracy protests more than 5 years ago, Bashar al-Assad stands out as the most surprising survivor. After war broke out in his country, his days looked numbered, until Russia's intervention turned the tide in his favor. Now his survival is seen as guaranteed.
The Syrian state is determined to take back every part of Syria from these terrorists.
What started as an uprising for freedom and democracy in Syria has turned into a proxy war that mirrors the wider Sunni-Shia sectarian division ripping through the Arab world. Shia fighters from as far away as Afghanistan and Iran rallied around Assad, a member of the minority Alawite Shia sect, while the predominantly Sunni opposition fighters got backing from countries including the US, Saudi Arabia, Qatar and Turkey. But regional and international powers were united by their need to defeat Daesh, although they disagreed on almost everything else, especially in Syria's northern region, on the border with Turkey. There, the YPG became a key ally of the US in its fight against Daesh. But the YPG is linked to the PKK, which is considered a terrorist organization by the US, the EU and Turkey.
PYD, YPG, those are terrorist groups. It is a branch of the PKK terrorists. This is crystal clear. And you still think you can defeat Daesh terrorists with another terrorist group? I'm sorry, but we don't buy that.
The YPG, backed by US-led coalition airstrikes, moved against Daesh and its self-declared capital of Raqqa, and it expanded its territory in its fight to capture the city of Manbij. Turkey wanted to remove Daesh from the border area in northern Syria and launched Operation Euphrates Shield in August. Meanwhile, regime forces with Russian air support battled rebel groups in Aleppo, once Syria's largest city. And through these battles, more than 10 million Syrians, more than half the country's population, became refugees. And perhaps nowhere has become more symbolic of the humanitarian disaster than Aleppo. The city, once a commercial hub and UNESCO World Heritage Site, now lies in ruins. The opposition held on to the eastern part of the city for 4 years, but eventually lost it to the regime in less than 3 weeks.
Aleppo was terrible. They bombed everything. I couldn't go out to play and couldn't see my friends.
Aleppo came under near continuous siege in July. The Syrian regime and its ally Russia were accused of carrying out indiscriminate bombings, while also targeting schools and hospitals. By the end of this year, there wasn't a single functioning hospital left, and world powers were forced to look on, hampered by their own divisions. And as regime forces gained control of Syria's largest city, Aleppo, Russia, Iran and Turkey agreed on a common principle in Syria's war.
Our main priority should not be the regime change, but defeating terrorist threats. All 3 countries represented here are united in understanding this. We have a common position here.
2016 may be remembered as a crucial year for Bashar al-Assad's fight to keep control over Syria, or whatever is left of it. James Champion, TRT World.